What's up, everybody on YouTube? It's been a few hours and I do not feel froggy, but anyway, I'm up on a 6-foot ladder, sitting at the top step of a 6-foot ladder doing this video so I can look down and show everybody what the tank looks like inside. Oh, we're gonna lean in there. Stockman's gone, spray bar's gone, all the plumbing's gone. There's the bulkhead coming through the back. Gone, sand gone, a little bit of dirt. It's gonna wipe out. I'm gonna let it dry first, but I wet vacked it all. And you can see all along the bottom. The reason I decided that I'm gonna take the back section of the tank out is because the front glass viewing panel, and the way I had to cut another piece, I got 8 foot on one side and then I had to cut another 1.5 foot piece on that side. And the reason that I did the little beam there was to make it look symmetrical. I didn't want to have a little beam on one side and the other and not the other, so that's where the glass comes together. And on the back side of that glass I have another piece of 2-inch glass, and it's about 1.5 inches. It's the same exact width as that little beam going down there. That overlaps. They're butted together. They're siliconed to the front wooden panel, and there's a bead of silicone between the two of them. And then that piece of glass is on top of them, silicone on top of them. And that's how I got a good seal, a good trouble-free seal. That's the 80, Schedule 80 bulkhead in the back where the Stockman was on that side and that side. And you can look and look and look, and I was even in there for quite a while today, getting sand and water. There's fiberglass along, it goes 4 feet from the back to the front, and then there's a seam where there's 1.5 foot more. And the fiberglass covering that, it was a good cut. You can't tell, so that's basically what we're going to do on the back. I am not going to buy another 10-foot piece. I'm going to buy 2 8-foot pieces. And I'm going to mark. Actually, you'll see soon enough where it's going to be. Just figure if it's 5.5 feet front to back now, we're taking 2.5 feet off of it. So it'll be 3 feet front to back. That'll give me 2.5 feet behind the tank, where I'm going to put my back wall. I'm going to have my streamline overflows right along there. They will be silicone to it. And with the new back wall, there'll be a bulkhead like that one on one weir, and then another one on the other weir, and then it'll be plumbed down to the sump. And it'll be like a good bit closer, so it'll be a lot less plumbing involved. And then on the back, I'm going to have a catwalk to where I can walk up behind this tank. I'll just move that strip just to the back of the new wall, and all the plugs, there'll be less lights. They'll be the only thing over this tank will be the lights. I'm not going to have an overhead sump any longer, and that way I will not have to move my water treatment system. It'll be able to stay right there. I'm going to give this all a fresh coat of paint behind here, and with all the pond armor that I got delivered to me, that's going to be my new back wall. And anything I decide to touch up, any new Euro bracing, and the metal bracing that was going from here across to the back, there were 4 of them. I'm just going to cut them down, repaint them. I'm going to freshen it all up, put new cabinet doors on it. And that's about all I can think of. I just wanted to share what I did today. The amount of sand in here, if you want to have just a little bit of a grasp of what I took out of this. 5-gallon buckets. Almost filled to the top. There was slushy. It wasn't really a lot of water, but it was moist. There were 9 of them, almost to the top, full of sand. So I'm guessing after all those hours and old man busting butt, I probably pulled, I think I had about 600 pounds of sand in this tank existing, so that's where we were. And there's not a whole lot to show. There's a little bit more talking than anything. That's why I'm kind of idling with the camera. But there you have it. I want to give everybody the lowdown, whether it be simple, whether it be complicated. This is what goes into taking this thing down. And I didn't feel froggy, so I didn't do any cutting, but I did get a side cutting saw with a blade that, what the heck's it called? It gyrates. It doesn't go in and out. It doesn't spin all the way around. It just rocks up and down. An orbital. And it'll cut nice clean line all the way down that and in the edge. And then I can cut all the way along the bottom. And what I'm going to do is, 36 inches will be the interior. I'm going to go 3.5 inches, 4.5 inches beyond that. The reason for that is I'm going to make a frame that I'm going to put the new back wall up to a frame, tie it down, and then behind that I'm going to have my catwalk. And let's see if we can't get all this done and up and running. And then my next project, I don't think y'all are going to be able to even believe it. Wrap your heads around it. It's coming after this is done. We're looking at a really big deal. So I appreciate everybody hanging out, following along with me. It's going to get interesting. Give me comments or suggestions. I appreciate everybody out there. Thanks a lot. Have a great weekend. Later.